Hi, welcome to my channel Das Views, where I bring to you my views on news and topics and seek your views on the same. Nowadays, there are so many news about so-called migrant workers walking with their families from cities to their hometowns, thousands of kilometers away. With no income to live and no transportation due to the lockdown, they walk back to their home states on roads in the scorching heat, and in the process some of them even lose their lives by speeding vehicles and trains. On this, the state government and the central government keep pointing fingers at each other when asked who should bear the responsibility of their safety and survival. First of all, we should ask whether calling them migrant workers or migrant laborers is fair. If Indians live and work within India itself, how can they be called as migrants? Do we ever call our doctors, engineers, managers, businessmen or politicians as migrants if they live and work in a different state than their home states? Do you call your boss as a migrant if she is working in Bangalore but is from Punjab? No. Even our Prime Minister is from Gujarat but lives and works in Delhi. Then why do we call the laborers as migrants? We should call them simply as workers or laborers instead. To understand whose responsibility is these workers' safety, let's break their journey to their hometowns or walk into different parts. The first stage is when they are in their houses, in the cities. Second stage is when they leave their homes and start the journey. Third stage is when they cross the state border and enter another state. And the fourth stage is when they enter their own hometown state and then move towards their hometowns. The central government has the responsibility to ensure survival of the citizens of the country when in a lockdown. They do this by many ways, such as formulating schemes for the poor, the unemployed and the affected parties, and disbursement of cash to the accounts of these people. However, the state government has the responsibility to ensure that people stay in their homes and step out into the roads only for performing certain allowed essential activities. Hence, when they are on the roads walking to their hometowns, it is the responsibility of the state governments to either provide adequate staying facilities or by providing transportation options for their journey. Does the state government have fund to do these actions? Yes. Like central government, the state government also earns revenues from various sources. It is in the form of non-tax revenues like police services, admin services, electricity, municipal services, etc. Tax revenues such as state GST, VAT on fuels, liquor excise, property, vehicle tax, etc. And also in the form of share in central taxes and grants. So, state government also share the responsibility of the survival of workers in their states. Similarly, once the workers reach their home states, the responsibility lies on that state to provide transportation, food and quarantine facilities to them. This confusion can perhaps also be addressed by bringing changes to the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2019, where clearly laid out responsibilities will avoid any such situations arising in the future. However, with the news that many states are temporarily staying labor laws in order to revive the economy, this also is left hanging in balance. So this was my small analysis on whose responsibility it should be when interstate workers are concerned. Please let me know your views and opinions on the topic. Thank you.